Well, that was a game that was played in the National Hockey League, and yeah, can we just leave it at that, please? Oh shit! I don't even know. That game was the definition of frustration and frustrating. So, the Minnesota Wild fall to the St. Louis Blues 4-0. But that score didn't even tell the tale either. So, I so let's go ahead and get into this here real quick, because I really don't want to talk about this game more than I have to, because so yeah. The Minnesota Wild in the first period came out hot and were like firing shots at the net, playing with house money. And then just all of a sudden, out of the blue, no pun intended there, the St. Louis Blues just get like one break and bang, it's in the back of the net. I mean, the Wild were peppering Ville Husso like all damn night, but they couldn't get one past. I mean, credit to Ville Husso. Definitely looks like the future for the St. Louis Blues goaltending. But no matter what the Wild were, like, no matter what the Wild did, they couldn't do anything. Like, I've heard so many posts last night, it was just unbefreaking-leavable. Like, the amount of times, the pucks pinged off the bars, and just, they were grade A chances, too, and that's the thing. And, of course, probably the biggest issue, that has been the biggest issue since, I don't even know, January at this point, special teams was the massive decider in this game. The Wild had 5 power play opportunities tonight, or last night. 5, and couldn't capitalize. The St. Louis Blues had 2, went 2 for 2. I thought we were getting this fixed here. That is one major thing that needs to change going into next year. That is one massive thing that needs to change going into next year. We have got to get our special teams together here. Like, again, 0 for 5. I mean, again, credit Ville Husso. I mean, he was on his game last night. And it wasn't like Flower was absolutely dog manure either. In fact, he actually had he stopped a penalty shot early on in the game, which was a questionable call in my opinion. But David Perron. Another certified Minnesota Wild killer. Had a hattie last night. I mean, again, the Wild were peppering Husso with shots. And for the most part, they were pretty good, shots, too. It wasn't just like, we're just firing on net for the sake of firing on net. But it just... what can you do, I guess, I mean... what can you do? Yeah, but it got chippy a lot last night, too. I mean, it is playoff hockey. I mean, what can you say, Everything gets ramped up about 10 times, which is nothing new. I mean, the Wild have been in the playoffs 9 out of the last 10 seasons. Granted, St. Louis just won the Stanley Cup here in 2019, so, And not to mention the amount of players the St. Louis Blues have who have Stanley Cup playoff experience is like double. And coming into this game here, now while I still think, this game this series has a chance to go a very long time here, we have got to get one into the net. Like, I think if we can at least get one past the goaltenders, we'll be all right. Because right now, we're in our heads. So, the Blues are living rent-free in our heads right now. And it's not even like they did anything egregious or illegal or horrible. It's just because when the Blues had their opportunities, they capitalized. The Wild had so many chances to capitalize and couldn't. Again, 0 for 5 on the power play while giving up 2 power play goals. And like I say, next year is going to be dangerous. I mean, it's going to... Remember those cap hit numbers? Yeah. So, like I say, this is our best chance at it. Now again, thankfully, this is a best of 7 and not a best of 1. So, oh, and by the way, also congratulations to the Toronto Maple Leafs for absolutely clotheslining the Tampa Bay Lightning. Holy crap. So, just a little, appetizer there, too, for that. But, again, fellas, I think the biggest thing that Evason and Guerin need to do is just calm everybody down, get them back, because remember, this is a 7-game series here. First to 4 wins. And right now, St. Louis is up 1-0. So we have to come out Wednesday and get this done to at least get it knotted up going into St. Louis this weekend. Otherwise, yeah, no, that pretty much wraps up this game 1. So let's just go ahead and get... Hopefully, this is it for this type of video like this. Hopefully, we can get it back into gear and get things rolling here, because St. Louis has had our number over the last couple seasons. And again, I knew going into this playoff series, this was going to be tough. Even if it wasn't St. Louis, it was going to be like Nashville or Dallas or something like that, which again, that's the thing when you play, it's one thing to play, playoffs against another team in the conference, but it's another thing to play a playoff series against a team that's in your division, and one that's about as evenly matched as you are, if not slightly better. So yeah, that'll pretty much conclude this video. So until we meet again, this is Jacob. Have a good night.